I just don't know. I just don't know how to do this. I mean, he just dropped. How do I explain to his family that he just dropped? Like, he just dropped like a sack.
He's gone.
I barely knew this man. It was over 40 years ago. I just can't stop seeing what I saw. Weird. I don't know if I can do it though. I want to do it, but I'm just scared. Gosh, I mean, I'm a 70-year-old man. How can I not go talk to them? I'm being a coward. Come on, Jimmy, go do it. I gotta go. I have to. They deserve to hear from me.
Hello, sir. How can I help you?
Is this a Lavender House?
It is. Is there a problem?
My name's Jimmy Cross. I served with your father in Vietnam.
Oh, it's nice to meet you. But
May I come in?
yeah, sure.
Thank you.
You drink, Mr. Cross.
Thank you. Thank you, Ted.
Mr. Cross, I don't want to be rude, but why exactly are you here?
Ted, you know, you look at it, you look just like your father, you know.
You know, I've heard that a time or two. I never really met him, though. I've just seen him in pictures.
You never met him?
No, sir. My mother was pregnant with me when he was in Vietnam, when he was killed in action.
That's a shame. He really was a great man.
So I've heard.
Would you like to hear a good story about your father?
Unfortunately, I have to go to work, Mr. Cross, but maybe you would like to talk to my son and his grandson, Teddy the Third. But it was a pleasure meeting you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Teddy the Third.
Nice to meet you, Teddy. I'm Mr. Cross. Mr. Jimmy Cross. Would you like to hear a story about your grandfather?
Yeah, I never really heard a lot about him.
Well, we were in the thick of Vietnam. In the middle of fending off an ambush, actually. I got wounded pretty bad, pretty early on, actually. Shot right in the leg, right in the bottom of my leg, and couldn't walk or couldn't run or anything. And your grandfather, he never left my side. He actually killed off more than 10 members of the Viet Cong who we were fighting. That's what they called the Vietnamese fighters over there, fighting for communism or whatever. I don't know if you heard about that in school or not, but I mean, I was wounded really bad. He carried me out of the woods and all the way back to camp. Your grandfather saved my life.
Wow. I guess I never knew he was that brave.
Your grandfather was an extraordinary man. What your grandfather did for me is something I couldn't do for him.
What do you really mean by that, Mr. Cross?
Well, one day while we were out in the field, your grandfather was patrolling, and I heard some shots fired actually, and told your grandfather to take the point of our formation, and he did. That ended up getting your grandfather killed. and the way that he died has haunted me ever since.
Well, why does it haunt you?
Because he just dropped like a sack of sand. A sack of sand.
Mr. Cross, I'm sure it wasn't your fault. I'm really happy I got to know more about my grandfather and everything. I knew he was in the war, but I didn't know he was that kind of man. Also, thank you for your service, Mr. Cross. I'll walk you out.
Thank you, Teddy.